Interesting words. Our English language is interesting, and sometimes it's a bit quirky. We talk about being overwhelmed, even underwhelmed, but you never hear of anyone just being whelmed. I sometimes noted that we have booklets, which are smaller books, and though we have something called a pamphlet, we don't, to my knowledge, have any full-sized pamphs. It's a crazy language. I got to thinking about that when I came across the word squander. First, it just sounds funny. Some suggest it might be a blend of the words scatter and wander. Most of us understand it means wasting something of value. You may think of the prodigal son who squandered his inheritance. Eugene Peterson used the word in his version of 2 Corinthians 6:1 as Paul instructed the Corinthian believers. Here's what Peterson said. Companions, as we are in this work with you, we beg you, please don't squander one bit of this marvelous life God has given us. And I came across the word squander in the book by Henry and Richard Blackaby, Spiritual Leadership. It's in a chapter on the leader's schedule, and here's what they write. Good leaders are keenly aware of how valuable their time is. Even the most gifted leaders will struggle if they squander their time. And in his book, The Effective Executive, leadership expert Peter Drucker writes, effective executives do not start with their tasks. They start with time. John Maxwell has some rather sobering news on the topic. He said time cannot be managed. It cannot be controlled in any way. Everyone gets the same number of hours and minutes every day. 24 hours is the best any of us is going to get. Maxwell goes on to say, you can't manage your time. So what can you do? He said, manage yourself. Nothing separates successful people from unsuccessful people more than how they use their time. Steve Gutzler, who was with us at our Media Alliance Summit, tells leaders to be wise in how you use your time. He says the single most important investment of your time is thinking time. In order to make your life, leadership, and professional pursuits thrive and succeed, you have to draw out your best thoughts. King Solomon, Gutzler said this, the purpose of a man's heart are deep waters, but a man of understanding draws them out. It's important to take time to draw out your purpose, your desires, and your motives. Critical to managing our time well is understanding God's specific will for us as a leader. Blackaby says it's important for leaders to realize they are surrounded by other people's agenda. You will not be productive in the area that God has for you if you are trying to fulfill someone else's agenda. In Psalm 90, Moses prays, teach us to number our days, that we may gain a heart of wisdom. And again, Eugene Peterson translated Paul's words to the Ephesians this way. Don't waste your time on useless work, mere busy work, the barren pursuits of darkness. Watch your step, watch your head. Make the most of every chance you get. These are desperate times. Don't live carelessly, unthinkingly. Make sure you understand what the Master wants. That's found in Ephesians 5. Yes, squander is a funny sounding word, but it carries a strong message when it comes to leadership in the area where God has called us. Don't squander a single minute. Use time wisely. If you'd like to know more about the global impact of this ministry, visit our website, MEDIALLIANCE.cc. And you can help us spread the word about these videos by liking, subscribing, and sharing them. Thanks, and God's best.